Hello everyone, and welcome to the Relic 4 patch 4.25, but technically Stormblood. And we should call it Eureka. Galliana is reasonably sure you are the adventurer she's looking for.
Alexander Pallius, of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, if I'm not mistaken.
That would be correct.
Very good. I've got a message for you from Aunt Rowena. Well, it's more a request, I suppose, though I don't have any detail of consequence. She'd like you to assist with the exploration of a recently discovered island. Surely you'd be interested in that sort of thing, being an adventurer. If you are, then you should head to Kagane and see Kotakaze, the proprietress of the Shukaze Distillery. It's a long way to go, I know, but the island's out there that way anyway, so why not?
I still got 60 seconds left. Ah well, let's spend the 1,000 gil. So yes, this is the new thing that is leading towards the relics. Where am I going? The new thing being, it's kind of like a mix of the Diadem and Palace of the Dead, veering more towards Diadem.
I see that you've decided to accept the invitation of the House of Splendors. Rowena will be pleased. Come, I will show you to our table. It's good to say a familiar face in these parts, particularly that of the man who might well be my most valued customer.
Hello. And hello. I gather you are not expecting Kryl or myself to be attending this little tete-a-tete. As you will see, however, this is a matter which concerns us all. It all began when a vessel of the East Aldenon Trading Company happened upon an island in the Glass Ocean. A deserted island which was not recorded on our charts, and quite frankly had no business being there. Suffice it to say, we were surprised. Pleasantly so, in fact. An unclaimed, undeveloped island at such a location would be a boon to our trading concerns in this corner of the world.
Kagane's bleeding us dry with its tariffs. Depending on the goods, we're paying more than 10 times what we'd owe in limbs our old are, which is already too damn much, believe you me.
Wasn't that funny? What my dear Rowena is trying to say is that having an additional port of call in this region, one more amenable to free trade, would be in the best interest of a great many parties. Which is why, upon learning of this island, I immediately authorized an exploratory expedition. The team was large and well funded. I spared no expense. Alas, only a handful returned. This is where you come in. The survivors reported irregularities with the island's ether, which we believe gave rise to a number of strange and monstrous beasts which set upon them not long after they arrived. This regrettable turn of events forced us to reevaluate our assessment of the island and put our plans on hold for a time. If development was to proceed, it would require a great deal more capital than originally anticipated.
So, it came to me and mine for a handout, and I obliged. But before you scoff, know that some of my regular customers were members of that failed expedition, and what they told me was enough to justify the expense. Tales of treasure, untold wealth, and riches, and God knows what else. Aye, we'll have to wade through all them baddies, but with great risk comes great reward, as they say.
Spoken like a born entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, not entrepreneur. Your ambition and ruthlessness are admirable, my lady. I dare say I could stand to learn a thing or two from you.
Smug face.
In any event, having formed a partnership, we wish to dispatch a second joint expeditionary force to the island. That said, if we were to just send anyone, their fate is like to be the same as that of the first.
So this time, we've a mind to send a dab hand, a veteran of 1,000 battles, a tried and true killer. You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
That's not what that says at all. You see where I'm going with this.
While I lack the aptitude for Warcraft,
No, this is Final Fantasy, not Warcraft.
I will be joining the expedition as a researcher. The Scions have an interest in this island. How perceptive of you. You are right. This is not the sort of affair that would normally concern us. However, after speaking with the others, they have consented to my participation on account of my personal interest. You will forgive me if I say no more this time. If my suspicions prove true, then I will tell you everything, I promise.
Alright, seems simple enough. Right then, I believe that covers everything. The company ship will deliver you to the island. The company ship that will deliver you to the island is waiting to receive you. You may proceed to the pier wherever you are ready to depart.
Oh, and so you're not surprised, you'll have company. Craftsman whose help I reckon we ought to have. He should be at the pier already.
I know who that is.
Rena and I still have a few things to discuss, so why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up to you later.
Okie dokie. Alright, where are we heading? Over to Pier 1. Fair enough, they did say the pier. And as you can see, yes, I have Anima with me, because why wouldn't I? Pier 1. Interestingly, one of the things that was brought up a lot before this was whether or not there'd be a skipping stage like there was for the Anima quests, but doesn't seem there is, which is nice because I don't want to be handing in the Anima weapon. Yep, it was just who you'd think. It don't matter, it don't matter how many times you say it, you whiny little shite. I ain't about to let a bloody stranger want something dainty to tell me which way me bread is buttered. Now peace off.
Does your Eorzean stubbornness know no end? I have urgent business on that island, and I demand you take me there at once. I could hear the shouting half a mile away. Gerald, what is all the fuss about?
Oh, sorry, Miss Krell. Oh, Miss Krell, sorry about that. It's this here bastard what's causing trouble.
Chica, what are you doing here? Did you really think I wouldn't find out about your letter? The nerve of you, trying to get a head start on your own. Well, sorry to spoil your plans. Don't be difficult. I had every intention of requesting your assistance if and when I confirmed my hypothesis was correct. Forgive me, you must be at a complete loss.
Oh my god, I'm doing really badly at reading today, aren't I?
You must be completely at a loss. This gentleman on the right is... Wait, you already know each other? Do you not? Well, as you may have guessed, Gerald would be lending his considerable expertise to our expedition. And on the left we have...
Oh, that's a name. Ejika Sunjika.
Njika Sunjika of the students of Baldesion, and you must be the so-called warrior of light, charmed, I'm sure. I'll thank you not to get underfoot. Manners, Ejika, if you intend to accompany us on this expedition. Of course I do. That's the wrong voice, that is. Of course I do. If you think I'm about to let a by-the-book traditionalist like you conduct an independent investigation, you've got another thing coming. I should be glad to welcome the assistance of a preeminent scholar such as yourself. Now, if you would be just so kind as to stop badgering poor Gerald and board the ship, we can get underway.
That was easy enough, I guess.
Ejika is one of the few surviving students of Baldesion.
Wait, that's a he? While his expertise, that wasn't a he?
While his expertise in etherology is impressive by any measure, alas, so is his ego.
That's not a he!
But enough about him, it's not a he! We have an island to explore. If you have no matters left to attend to, speak with Rodney. He will show you aboard.
Rodney, you plonker!
Huh? It occurs to me, no one bothered to tell you the name of the island. We mean to explore, am I correct? It's a bit grandiose and melodramatic, but we've tentatively named it for a place from Allegan legend, a forbidden land whose fearsome weapons were hidden away for safekeeping. We call it Eureka.
And we shall call it Eureka! Ba 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 ba. Eureka Anemos now accessible! You now have access to the Forbidden Land Eureka Anemos. Animals can be explored in parties of up to 8 or solo. To embark upon your journey to Anemos, speak with Rodney at Pier 1 in Kugane. Please be advised that all excursions in the Forbidden Land Eureka are item level synced. For animals, gear exceeding an item level of 300 will be adjusted. When exploring animals, you will have the opportunity to create Eureka gear and weapons. If you wish to do so, it would be prudent to acquire level 70 antiquated items in advance. Should you wish to know more about Eureka Anemos and what it has to offer, you can speak with Rodney for further details. Oh my god, that was a long explanation, and yes, where is it? I have made sure to have all of the antiquated items ahead of time, just in case. Alright, so that's easy enough. Don't know whether I don't know in what way I'm splitting up these videos, because I don't know how long each thing's going to be. So, either we're stopping here and we'll continue, or we'll continue. I don't know. Anyways, on to Eureka Anemos. Which, yes, would immediately pop because of how it works. The Forbidden Land, Eureka Anemos. Commence. The Forbidden Land, Eureka Anemos. Duty commenced. You have 179 minutes to go. Now, can I attune to this yet? Yes, I can. Because the ether shards in this area are level synced. You've attuned yourself to an Ethernet shard and now have access to the island's Ethernet. Additional shards can be found throughout the Forbidden Land, Eureka. Attune to them to facilitate faster travel throughout the island. From what I've seen, there's only there's only 2 more. So yeah, there's no other ones available, so it's not super useful to start, but well. Shall we start/continue?
I knew it! I knew it! From the moment we arrived. Despite everything that has happened here, there can be no mistake.
That's not a man! That's definitely a...
Ugh. I hate to admit it, but you had the right of it. I said I would tell you everything if my suspicions proved true, and so I will. The reason I urged the Scions to approve my participation in this expedition is because this island is the Isle of Val. The self-same island that once served as the headquarters and home of the students of Baldesion. An island that belongs on the other side of the world, that was obliterated by a terrible magic.
Or not, apparently.
I was fortunate to have been elsewhere at the time, but I know you were not so lucky. I don't suppose you have any idea how it could have ended up here in the glass ocean. Alas, my memories of the incident are muddled. All I recall is a voice, that of the star, I suspect, faint and fleeting, but warm, and then I awoke on the shore of Old Charlian. How convenient for you, and utterly unhelpful for the rest of us. Would that more of Galuf's chosen heir could have received this blessing of light. And where are you off to now, Ajika? To find anyone that might still be alive. I'll thank you not to follow. I work better alone.
Cutting us loose now that you got what you wanted, it could be better for everyone if we cooperated. Yeah, cutting us loose now that you've got what you wanted.
I'll allow that I've yet to repay you for bringing me to this island. Let no one here say I am ungrateful. I heard it enough from Galuf. A proposal then. Should I learn anything of significance, I'll return here and share it with the rest of you. Does that satisfy, Cryo?
I guess.
Oh, he's a handful, I know. You needn't worry about me. I am more than capable of defending myself. So, we have a mystery on our hands. Somehow the island of Val was transported from one corner of the world to this one. Chica is right that our first priority should be to confirm whether or not any of our comrades that were here are still alive. If someone is, then perhaps they will be able to help us understand what happened. Sounds like a plan. I appreciate your help more than you know. But before you could begin in earnest, it is important that you properly prepare. The stories you heard about the creatures that roam these lands were not exaggerated, and I would not see you struck down due to carelessness. Gerald has been working on something that would be of use to you. Why don't you go and see it if it is ready? I have various measurements to take in the meantime. Come and find me if you wish to speak later.
Alright. Bye, Krail. What a wonderful hellscape we've been visited upon. Got ourselves drained into a fine mess, eh? Rewena's still wielding that tavern debt of mine like a chef's knife. Take a ponce of flesh here and there. Wait, don't tell me she got her hooks into you too. Ah, well, it's no business of mine. We're here and we may as well make the most of it. Much as you can make of being stuck on a godforsaken island where the very elements are your enemy, and the only living creatures want nothing more than to make you dead. You've probably heard from the others about how the beasties here have been bathed in the twisted ether of this place, and are somehow stronger for it. Don't know about all that, but I do know that if you walked out the gates and let one take a swing at you, you'd feel a lot in more ways than one. Aye, not only can they rend flesh and bones, but they can also disrupt your very ether. So if you're intending to go toe to toe with one, you need a way to improve your ability to endure said beast's attacks. Rather, your ability to defend against attacks of a given elemental aspect. Goes without saying the same principle applies if you want to hit the beastie's backyard, eh? Anyway, to that end, Brian and I have been working on a solution. A magic contraption you can use to manipulate your elemental affinities and fight more effectively in Eureka. We call it the MAGIA board. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure a clever lad like you will manage. But the board alone's not enough. I should say, you need these crystals, what were they called? Ah, magicite, that was it. A type of crystal found here in Eureka. Pure as driven snow, or so I'm told. Lucky for you, I've got one to spare. Brought back by a survivor of the first expedition. Go on, take it, along with the bolt. Reckon you'll find more while you're out and about, so I decided to take up to 5 in a given configuration. To affix or remove magicite, you'll need to avail yourself of that there MAGIA melter. Shouldn't be too hard, but if you've got questions, direct to the expedition engineer over yonder. Alright. It's weird that there's no music here. It's like really off-putting. Oh, hello, Krail.
I see you have your MAGIA board. Good, very good. But you really ought to go and try configuring it with the MAGIA melter first. I'll be here.
All MAGIA ether restored. The MAGIA melter may be used to affix magicite to or remove it from your MAGIA board. When you've finished experimenting with it, speak with Krail to proceed. MAGIA board acquired. Oh my goodness. You've obtained your very own MAGIA board. In Eureka, each creature is aspected to a certain element, giving them a distinct advantage in battle. you will need to make judicious use of both the MAGIA board and Magicite to overcome your foes. Raise your affinity to certain elements by melding Magicite to your MAGIA board or spinning the board to manage its alignment. A MAGIA board properly configured to an enemy's ethereal tilt can enhance both offensive and defensive capabilities. Speak to the Expedition Engineer for further information. Okay, so I guess let's just stick one in there. Alright, can we move this? Aha, we can. Let's put you there, for now at least. So let's see if I'm right. That's pretty actually. Ah! So every time you let the wheel go down, and now you don't have enough ether. But if you go to this, it fills it up. And from what I saw there, oops, it looks like, yes, over time the little bar starts going up. So you don't have to return to here. Would have helped if I'd actually left that on that as I wanted. Alright. I don't know which is going to be the most useful to start with, but let's talk to Kryl again. While taking preliminary readings, something unusual came to light. The headquarters of the students of Baldesion was situated in a tower, which appears to be encased in a magical barrier. Someone, or something, seems to have activated our defences. I can only hope this was the work of the survivors. The very possibility is enough to make investigating the tower a priority. The question is, how are we to get there? Barriers notwithstanding, travelling on foot would place us at the mercy of the wilderness. It would be safer to make use of the island's Ethernet. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be in the best of shape at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why, but perhaps we can find a way to put it to good working order. Put it in good working order. So, I have two favours to ask of you. One, attune to every Ethernet shard you find. Any difficulties you experience may help me to get to the root of the problem. And if you can use them without issue, then all the better. Two, if you should come across any protean crystal, I want you to bring them to me. I make this request on behalf of our financiers, to be clear, which isn't to say that we shouldn't oblige them. We should. They have been quite generous with their support after all. I am sure you have heard this too many times before, but be careful. These creatures are unlike anything I've ever seen. Do not underestimate them. And remember to attune to every Ethernet shard you find, starting with the one over there if you haven't, which I have. You may now purchase items only available for use in the Forbidden Land of Eureka from the Expedition Provisioner. Alright, let's see. Don't forget about that protean crystal. The last thing you want is to be in debt to Hancock and Rowena. Okay, so I guess that our next step is to do that. Well, besides talking to you. Purchase items. Let's see, so we have Eureka Potion. So that's the sustaining potion basically. 15 seconds.
40 seconds, so it's longer and only available here. Okay. Antidote, eye drops, echo, smell, salt, spur, gold needle. Oh, somewhere you can actually buy gold needles easily now. And dark matter. Well, let's get... How much? Yeah, why not? Let's get 99. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Okay. So, I guess from here on we have to just go and battle. So, actually, wait, no, he mentioned special stock. I want to ask about that. Well, in addition to our usual assortments of sundries, the house is proud to offer a selection of items prepared especially for this expedition. No refunds, of course, house policy. Please be advised that certain items... Alright, so it's just talking about the items that can only be used here. So, let's... Inventory... Set the hotbar. Let's just stick it... there for now. Why not? So I can easily get them. So... let's see. What the heck? Okay, there's some squibs, which seem to apparently grow. They're water aligned. Water is weak. Oh, so I was right. Yes, so those things are weakened to me. I love as well how they're taking so little damage and yet are level 1. Ooh. That was a cool effect. And already, look at how much damage I took. And how little experience. Oh my god. So yes, for now, I believe that it would be wise for me to do some leveling up. So thank you very much for watching this introduction to Eureka. And I'll catch you next time when we've leveled up, gotten all the shards. I'm sure that one of these you have to be at least level 9 to get. So we've got a lot of grinding ahead of us. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time for more of Eureka. Bye bye.